Welcome in to the Monday Night Quarterback Week 10 week recap edition. I am upset at myself for quitting bourbon while my father and mother were in the Bourbon Trail kind of fantasy football week because, frankly, there's not much else for me to be upset about. My friend over here, though, might have something that he's a little bit upset about. Drew, we took a week off. It's been a while. How you doing? What's going on?
I'm upset that we took a week off, but Kona is back on the wave.
Uh-oh.
They're on the wave. They're on the MNQB.
Okay.
You just have to drink your troubles away. And then brought to you by Ego right here. You can see that? Yeah, look at that mammoth right there. Yeah.
Oh.
When your fantasy team blows, Ego. There we go. Oh, we got that. Oh, here we got more. We got sponsors out there. Yang Yang. Coleman.
Family show.
We got Coleman in the shop there. That is a 10x10 slant leg instant canopy with the Ohio State Buckeyes on it. For when your fantasy team is taking on water in an umbrella, it just ain't gonna cut it. Coleman.
I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because I see a beer in your hand. I myself am sponsored by Buffalo Trace. I'm so happy to be back on the wagon. It's good to be here. Just hold on. Let me see what this. Still good. Yeah, still good.
And the show's over, folks. Thanks for joining.
It's been great. But we have another special guest today, and I see, although I'm not slurring words yet, I will be here in a minute. I see another can-type apparatus in this man's hand. So you know it's not the Renegades. But I'm surprised that he has time to even grace us with his presence. This man, not only did he take all of our money the first, couple of years that he's been in the league, won the 77 plot for allegedly a couple $100,000 whatever dollars, like number 4 over money list all time. Wanted to go ahead and put up 105 points this week. The Centurion, Mr. Replacements. What's going on, sir?
The Centurion. That's pretty good. I was trying to put a spin on like Pitbull, Mr. 305.
Ooh, that's good.
But I like yours. That's high billing, and I'll probably not live up to it ever again. Yeah, I heard that bottles of bourbon were hard to open, so we went with something easier. Inside the Jess and Logan wedding koozie. Shout out to us.
How adorable.
We have Noctera Ripstop, local brewery here. We actually named our dog after this beer, Ripstop. We call him Rip. So keeping it in the family here. I can't compete with Drew. I mean, I might have an ego after this week, but not the leaf blower. This is the best I got.
Oh no, you got it. All
it's
right.
sitting next to me, so this is the wife version. The dude version, you got to hear the expectant father. So we're doing some studying in the downtime.
I love that.
We're all fantasy as long as we can here.
I know you're focused for now. I can't wait to see what next year. Hopefully next year you'll be a little bit more distracted. Drew, did you take any of the how to parent kids classes when you were getting ready to have Easton? Well, when your wife was getting ready to have Easton, did you take any of those classes? Did you read any of those books?
No, I did not.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I bet they teach you how to breastfeed and all that crap. Whatever. They'll be all right, man. You just spit on them a little bit, rub it in, kick some dirt on it.
It's pretty much what the book says.
Yeah, right. Love it.
We took one of those classes, how to basically keep your kid alive, because it is kind of terrifying the first time. I was scared. You're taking this kid home from the hospital. No user's manual accompanies the child with the parents. We were there so long that the tires were flat in the Camry back in the day. So I'm driving on rims, trying to get back out to London from downtown Columbus on Riverside. It was just a whole big thing, So maybe we can take listener mail from a couple of our listeners, see if they got any, first time parent tips for Mr. Logan and Jess over there.
Yeah, I would love that. What's that?
Don't shake a baby.
All right. Let me write this down.
Yeah. That's a good one. It's a good one. Whether you're excited for 105 points or frustrated in Drew's case, you know what I mean? Either way, don't do it. I do, gents. We missed last week, as the listeners know. We're so sorry, all dozen of you. It's our bad, but we're planning on coming back strong. I want to recap just kind of where we're at with our picks, right, and our overall, our predictions, right. People were giving us a little bit of feedback in the negative demeanor, talking about, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I heard one gentleman say, you don't know blank about football, family show. That was at a funeral of all places. Thanks, bandits. Not going to name any names, but I just wanted to let the people know kind of where we're at standings wise for this part of it. No money. This is all just bragging rights. So there you have the records for weeks 6 through 9, which is what we've recorded so far. Drew, I know you're big into fact checking these days. So we got, I got 11 that I just happened to get right. Drew's got 9, and then Logan, it's kind of, unfair playing field there with 4, but a good usage rate per week, I think, efficiency is high for you. So just letting the people know kind of where we're at. Drew, we're kind of neck and neck there.
Yeah, I still don't believe any of this. I think facts were skewed and drinks were had, and I don't know what's happening. Like I picked all of them right, and now I'm down to somehow, whatever. That's
Okay.
all right.
All right. Yeah.
I like digging in the hole.
That's right. True. So, we'll come back to that. Do we have any general league things to get to while we're just on the topic of randomness right now?
Yeah, Logan had 105 freaking points. I don't know if anybody saw that.
That's pretty good.
Holy crap.
I think that's good. That's good, right?
Yeah, I mean, for him.
Yeah.
Not for anybody else. Who invited this guy?
I am fully on team kickers aren't real people after this week, because, I mean, it could have been something special,
the nerve
record book type stuff.
Yeah.
And Eddie Pinheiro, I don't think so, buddy. Missing an extra point. Get out of here.
No more dinero for that guy, missing the extra point. It's unacceptable. Drew, I didn't look at the record. Speaking of fact checking, I don't know. I don't think so. For some reason, I'm remembering like a 109 or something at some point, or like a 112.
No, I don't think so.
I may have checked it. It may have been 112.
112.
Was it 112?
Okay.
Yeah, 69ers.
I thought it was 90 something. I thought it was 90. So yeah, okay.
69ers now.
I feel a little bit better now.
Okay.
The records were not shattered.
Oh, but the kicker, like he was saying, the Centurion brought it up just a minute ago. If he'd have had a kicker or the salt, we could have been changing the ink.
Yeah.
Just wasn't meant to be.
Not this week. Maybe next week. I wonder who you're playing next week. We'll check that out. Since we're on the topic of this game, Drew, let's run through this. Aside from the kicker, like any weak points, is there hope for anybody else in the league? Should we just quit now? Or
no, so this is twofold question. It doesn't matter for me because I'm out.
Right.
I'm done.
As an innocent bystander,
Yeah. So I'm kind of like a third party arbitrator at this point.
Love that. That'll be helpful.
Yeah. There's no hope. No.
For anybody.
Yeah. There's no hope. He drafted JT. Back in the day when you had the first pick, you pretty much won the league because you got LaDainian, and it was just over. Well, that's kind of what he did, except he drafted him in the second round and he took Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round. So the only two players this year, I think, drafted in the first 2 rounds that don't suck are Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs. He has both of them. It's over. Just kiss it goodbye. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drake May is playing great, and Drake London is having a pretty good season himself, but it really doesn't matter because he doesn't need him.
Yeah, fair point. Trey McBride also, he remembered how to catch touchdown passes again, so that's cool.
Yeah, you got a real quarterback. That's all you need.
Yeah, just an extra wrinkle in there, which is nice. Drake definitely, if you listen to the Bill Simmons podcast, is definitely coming back in here, and it seems like he knows how to play football kind of really well as well. If we're getting a little pushy, are we concerned about the depth? What about bye weeks injuries?
Nope.
Logan,
Don't care.
are you don't care? All right, doesn't matter. Logan, do you feel differently?
If Bucky Irving comes back, then I don't really need any more depth. Is kind of how I'm looking at it.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, and every day would be Christmas.
Right, and we know that's not true. Yeah, you make a good point. I might be screwed. I got some, if an injury or two falls my way, maybe I can start one of these other guys, but I don't plan on it unless
Yeah.
it's Bucky Irving.
We
So
never root for injuries, of course. Never would
unless
do
it's
that.
Eddie Pinheiro, he can get hurt. That's okay with me. Respectfully.
What about Kaimi Fairbairn? He didn't do so hot either. You're just not so great. You need to fire your special teams coach, man. This is embarrassing.
So the ball knowers will know that Fairbairn was injured, and that's
Okay.
why he got 0 points.
Well, then it's a strength coach we need to fire because obviously he can't keep anybody healthy.
Well, I might go the route of the Golden Titans and just try to have no kickers on the roster, and see if I get some sympathy from the rest of the league. Because really, Fairbairn was like the number one kicker, I think it said, but I'm kind of done with him, like bailing when I needed him most this week.
Ouch.
And then Pinheiro, I'm done with both these guys.
You really could have done something. The Titans, though, must have been listening to Drew for all these years, talking about how he just, you only need one kicker. In his defense, maybe you don't need any. Maybe that's like kind of the new thing, Drew. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say the replacements obviously didn't need a kicker this week.
Okay.
And honestly, the Renegades didn't need anybody. They could just bench everybody. They just take the bye week and I think she hit up the league account there and surrendered. She threw the white flag. What was it like? Kickoff 105. I think it was about 108. She's just, hey, it's over.
Yeah. Friday. I think it was like Friday afternoon. That kind of a deal. It just
yeah. Good. For
her. Man, prophetic.
Yeah.
We're trying to get quick on our recaps here, but obviously we gotta tip the cap, show love to the 105. That's big, right? Renegades did hit the over. I think we had the over under at 2.5 on the season. So like kudos to her, round of applause. However, definitely concerned about, are we going to have a 2 out of 3 years singing the anthem kind of deal? I don't know. Logan, where do you think the train is heading for the Renegades at this point?
Well, so far she won the trade with me. Zach Charbonnet, 10 points. Bucky Irving, 0 points. Romeo Dobbs, 0 points in progress. So congrats to her for winning the trade. So small victories. She's got plenty of competition for Whitney Houston this year.
Okay.
I would argue that over half the league could stake a claim to be the favorite for Whitney Houston.
Some suspense.
Yeah. But hey, she's got as good a chance as anybody here. So shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Let's go back and pick up the one that we missed. Big Daddy's Bandits going up against the Golden Titans. This one not over. And I'm kind of catching up as we're going here. I thought that this thing would have been decided at this point because for the Titans, who are down 5 points, we've got Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs both still playing. However, Jake Elliott on the other side is also playing for the Bandits. Now, we're at a situation here where nobody wants to score any points. Josh Jacobs does have one. He's got 10 carries, 38 yards. I think that's an average of about 3.8 per carry, which is decent, but no touchdowns. Drew, do you see this one going the way of the Titans like I did, or the Bandits going to hold off? There's another point. Breaking news.
Big move. Breaking news. Needle just jumped. Needle's alive. All right. I think the Titans are in a slightly better position. But it's 50-50 at this point. It's a close one.
Yeah,
I think this game will probably end up like 24-20. You know what I mean?
The Packers Eagles you're talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
It probably will. The whole second half will be weird. and scoring and all this crap. So a lot of games do that. You know, there's nothing in the first half, and the second half, and the third quarter, it's like, oh, this is awful. And then end of the third quarter, into the fourth quarter, no team can stop each other, and it's just a bunch of points.
Yeah,
So,
I think the Bandits are hoping for like a 12-9 kind of a game. Logan, I have it kind of at the 2/3, 1/3 that the site's showing it. RT Sports probably going to the way of the Golden Titans. Are you feeling that way as well, or you disagree?
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen a whole lot of this game, but everyone just keeps slipping all the time. So maybe it is just going to end 0-0. In which case, Josh Jacobs will probably stumble to like 4 points. Jordan Love might get another couple. I think I don't know if I'd favor the Titans at this point, just because sometimes kickers, all they need is a couple field goals and they'll be scoring as much as quarterback or running back. So I don't know. It's too early to call. Too close to project a winner.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. You asked previously when you first got started if we've watched much of this game. I should say that no, I haven't watched a moment of this game, and that's because my friends at YouTube TV and the fine folks at Disney just can't seem to get into a room and get anything done. I am one of the affected, much like no, I don't want to go that far. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'm
government employee talk.
Yeah, I don't want to go that far. I don't want to. Maybe too close, too soon. Sorry. I'm impacted over here. We need to get them in a room, sit down, and get this deal done. Like I like the Manning cast. Drew, I know you love the Manning cast, but you don't have YouTube TV, so you're probably still over there, watching it. At least you have the ability to do so. I don't. We're just over here. We're kind of struggling. Northwest side of Hilliard, and we just want
that's a simple fix. Drop YouTube.
I know, but then ESPN wins, man. The little guy loses. Google loses.
How does ESPN win?
Then they still get me to buy their product just through a different source. You know what I mean? They still win.
Yeah.
And then
you want me to let you in on a little secret? What's going on over here next to Riverside Hospital, Mike?
Talk to me.
I have an antenna hooked up to my TV. I don't pay for cable or streaming TV or anything. I'm watching it on ABC right now.
How do you do that?
There you go. You go to Walmart, spend $20, and get an antenna
with a smart TV.
Screw it into the back of the TV.
Screw it into the back of the TV like you used to do back in the 80s and 90s.
All right.
And then you turn on ABC and you watch your game.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. I appreciate
that. This episode's brought to you by Walmart antennas.
I thought that was like
Walmart.
That was like a PBS. The more you know, kind of a segment right there. That was good. Nice job, boys. All right, great. We're going over to another undecided but to be decided match over here. Cheese and rice, man. Kirby Kings going up against the Regulators. One player apiece still going. Dallas Goddard for the Regulators and AJ Brown for the Kings. This one's neck and neck, gents. All right, what's our prediction here? You would think AJ Brown, but he's got games where he just doesn't show up at all, as does Dallas Goddard. Drew, what do we got here?
I mean, this is kind of a race to the end zone. You kind of favor maybe the Kings because they have the 2 extra points right now, but I feel like Dallas Goddard has better games than AJ Brown. So that's another 50-50. I'm going to go Regulators just because I think Dallas Goddard will get more.
Viewers, just so you know, we didn't make the picks for these games because we were off last week. So, these things that we're saying here, they don't matter. They won't be recorded nor fact checked. So no worries there. Logan, you got it? Regulators or no?
It's going to end in a tie.
Ooh, I like it. Okay.
It's been too long,
Plus 270 tie.
Yeah, I would take that. Let's just get real ugly. Have it like, let's give Goddard a touchdown and somehow AJ Brown gets like 80 yards.
Yeah, why not?
Call it 40-40.
I got my co-manager over here showing me stuff on the old telephone. Not sure what's going on over there because I got the earbuds today. I forgot my attachment. I'm all over the place.
Hopefully she's not trying to fact check.
She is trying to fact check. Oh, she's following along. She's following along with the podcast. She's watching the podcast live. This is cute. All right, nice, very good.
Can't watch that on YouTube TV.
100%. Not now, but we will be broadcast live on YouTube. All right, Mad. For the masses, for the people, not behind the paywall. ESPN. We got a deal done. Do the same. Moving on, Drew. I know you're a little bit salty about this one. Coyotes. You're going up against a juggernaut. Future Super Bowl champion, or at least on paper for now. That's what he thinks. Drew, man, no, I can't let you quit yet. Maybe this week, yes, but you're going to go to 4-5-1. What do we have? We have 4 games left to play. So if you win out, you're going to be 8-5-1. Like,
Mike, stop what you're doing. Look at the roster and think about the words we're saying.
You missed an
How
opportunity.
have I won 4 games? How?
You have.
It's almost statistically impossible to win 4 games with this crap.
It was
So,
because the guy
not gonna
that won you
happen.
the 4
I'm not
games
gonna
is
win
gone.
out. It's not gonna happen. Omari and Hampton might come back in time for the toilet bowl, and great. That'll be welcomed. Maybe we make a run at that. But that's the best we've got. That's the best we've got. Coyotes. He took a bye week. He put up craptastic amounts of points, and he's still gonna win. So sometimes it's just when you're winning, you're winning. So good for him. We're rooting for him. Yeah. And again, if your team blows, grab an ego.
Love that. Your goddaughter over here wanted me to point out that you have 3 guys that scored 0 points, which I know that you know that. You can see that too. But
It's about to be 4.
he says it's about to be 4. So this is great. Just live and in-person stuff happening here. Coyotes. I know that, at times I've criticized him for being a little bit, overinflated record-wise compared to actual strength of the team. It looks like I'd be accurate this week. However, he did enough probably to get it done, unless we get something nuts from Skinny Batman, as Drew likes to call him in the second half here. But, Logan, I think it might be a little bit. All right. It might be a little bit, Drew. All right. Just take it easy. Logan, I don't know. I got bit by the Coyotes. They took me down earlier in the season. He's going to 8-2. The dude's in the playoffs already. Is this a guy that you're a little bit worried about team wise that you're going to have to see when you yourself make it to the playoffs? Centurion?
It's still a pretty good team, in my opinion. He had Javante on a bye, T. Higgins on a bye, Jake Ferguson on a bye. So this probably wasn't the best version of him. Don't listen to that part, Drew. Not trying to rub anything in, but Derrick Henry, it's, snow hit the ground today, so Derrick Henry should start taking off even more. It's normally what happens. And
Sure.
he will have a chance. He will have a chip in a chair.
Yeah. And that's all you need at the end of the day. I mean, who knows if JT falls down and, only scores like 8 points on, for some reason. And then Jahmyr Gibbs gets like 6 for, something weird happens. Drake London doesn't catch 2 touchdown passes. It's possible. It could happen. It could happen. It's like 1% chance.
2% on RT Sports.
2%. Yeah, definitely. That's a good point. Great point. Drew, we should talk about, I know that you were upset at yourself for missing this talking point 2 weeks ago while we were recording. Still sharp up here, buddy. Still sharp. But you probably have something you want to say about the trade that we made earlier in the season. Something about annual yada yada.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I always got to bring
welcome.
up the Allen Robinson trade. Mike, thank you for bringing up a chance for me to score a moral victory from like 8 years ago. Allen Robinson and Jaden Blue, preseason trade. That was Allen Robinson's, I believe, second year in the NFL.
I think it was week 2. It might have been week 2. I don't want to interrupt your story. I'm sorry. It
was preseason. It was preseason. Okay. You didn't like your draft. You needed running backs. Or it was like right after week 1. It was very early. You didn't like your running backs. You thought Jaden Blue was the answer to all your hopes and prayers. And I think, I don't even remember his name because who cares? But Allen Robinson, I remember his name because, he went off for like 1,600 yards. And
it was Alfred Blue, Drew. Alfred Blue, I think.
Alfred Blue, whatever. Jaden, Alfred, they're all the same. They all sucked.
Alfred's older brother, or Jaden's older brother.
Thank you. That's right. Yeah, they're related. I was thinking about his brother. Anyway, he had a little more talent, that's what Scout said, but who am I to judge? Yeah, so thank you for allowing me the victory 2 weeks late.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know what that had to do with the price eggs in China, but let's roll on.
That's what what are friends for, man? What are friends for? The Sharks and a ho-hum 62 points. Logan, you got something?
Yeah. Not trying to fact check here, but Mike did win one trade between you guys this year. Week 1, I'm seeing Jaden Daniels to the Bucknuts and Jackson Smith and Jigba to the Land Sharks. How could we forget that one?
Oh, that's a good point. The league is probably thrilled that you brought that up right now.
Yeah. I didn't, just trying to get everybody fired up.
Drew, you want to go ahead, rehash that, or are we good? We just moving on.
Yeah, no, we're looking at alternatives for hosting. No, I'm not even kidding. I'm bringing that up to be funny. We're literally looking for alternatives to hosting this.
Literally anyone.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we'll take Billy Bob's garage draft room at this point. It's bad. It's bad, but we're gonna fix it. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it. It's gonna be beautiful. We'll fix it.
Everything's fine. Everything's
fine. Nothing to see here.
I'm gonna go with the opposite of the Barbara Streisand principle. I don't know if anybody has heard about this before, but basically, like, there was some bad PR thing going on with Barbara Streisand, and I could be way wrong on this, but generally, I think this is what's going on. Some bad PR thing was going on, and she had two choices: one, ignore and pretend like it didn't happen, and eventually it dies and goes away. Thing two is give a little counterpoint, maybe talking points in the other direction. But when you do that, you're only adding fuel to the fire of, this little thing that now is becoming a bigger and bigger thing. So I'm gonna go anti-Barbara Streisand. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna pretend like you never said it. And I'm gonna talk about the ho-hum, 62 points that I scored this week, moving to 6-3-1. It's not 105, but it got the job done. Logan, what do you think about my team?
Travion Henderson, Jamison Williams. They waited all year to give you all of their points in week 10 when you needed about 25 points to win. So shout out to those two guys. Good luck with predicting their big weeks from here on out. But no, it was a good week. No Christian McCaffrey, really, no Lamar. So, I think nothing but positives that you can take away from this one.
I think, Drew, I'm kind of excited about the emergence of Travion Henderson and JMO because I feel like he's going to be in the offensive waymo now that Mr. Dan Campbell himself has taken over play calling for, Logan, your Detroit Lions, which is something that's like a little bit concerning probably for you as a fan of the Lions. Maybe, I don't want to assume or put words in your mouth, but too exciting for me because it seems like he's like, I got all these amazing players on my team and I'm going to try and get all of them the ball so that we can score more points. I don't know, Drew, do you see it that way? And then also Travion, he's literally the only man left in the backfield for New England. And it turns out he can run the ball. Turns out he can. Last final question. This is number 3. And I understand that's a lot. You just typically want to ask one at a time. Third question, Drew. Christian McCaffrey. Are you ready to apologize?
I don't know what just happened there. That was a lot. I caught the end of that. Something about Christian McCaffrey, where he got 4 points this week. Here, I don't have it pulled up. I'll tell you what, I won't make you do any work. I'll pull it up. Where are we? Land Sharks, McCaffrey. Yeah, I mean, he had 20 last week, 28 carries. Yeah, I mean, not really ready. I remember Christian McCaffrey at one point on an alleged betting site was, I believe he was minus 280 to score a touchdown at one point in his career. I think he was like I think he was plus odds this week. I think he was plus odds. And guess what? If you bet him, you didn't get it. So, no, I'm not really apologizing. Okay, I predicted injury, but some guys go out there and play injured and don't produce a whole ton, and 4 points. That's not Christian McCaffrey-esque. He
Who's
had
drinking
17
bourbon now?
touchdowns in 17 weeks. Like every single week, he scored a touchdown for a good part of his career, and we're not really there. Yeah,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 touchdowns on 10 weeks.
8
That's
and
not
10. Okay, would I take that? Yes, I would.
okay.
Okay,
Right? Yeah. I mean,
would I
cheese
take
and
that
rice.
over Trey Benson? Yeah, yes, please.
Logan, the other 2 questions that I asked him: Travion Henderson, lone man in the backfield; J-Mo getting the offense way-mo. Now that your boy Dan Campbell's calling plays, good or not good?
So I'm not. Are you saying that I would be concerned about J-Mo because your team would be more of a threat? Is that why I would be?
You can put it either
concerned
way.
by that?
Put yourself in my shoes. Optimism for J-Mo, is that founded or not? And then put yourself in my shoes, Travion. Optimism for him. Does that hold water, as Marissa Tomei would ask on the stand after leaving the Sac-O-Set's convenience store allegedly?
Once again, there's a lot going on here, but I think we're there. I think I'm following. Haven't had too much of the Buffalo Trace yet, luckily, but Jameson Williams will have some good weeks. It was very encouraging what we saw. It's not going to happen every week, because think about who didn't really put up points this week. Sam Laporta, maybe he goes off next week. David Montgomery, maybe he scores 3 touchdowns next week instead of Gibbs. So, it's always going to be a revolving door. Apologize if the cat's tail got in the shot there. It's a little odd. As far as Travion Henderson goes, I think Mike Vrabel will find anybody. Maybe he'll dig up Alfred Blue and put him in the backfield just so Travion doesn't get 20 touches.
He's got to get his brother Jaden.
Yeah, Alfred and Jaden, just get all the blue guys, and Ramondre is going to be back at some point, you'd have to think. And then what does it look like? So it was definitely a great week for both of them. And I mean, I stand by what I said earlier, good luck predicting when they're going to have big weeks from here on out, but very encouraging.
Standing on business, as the kids would say. I'm not sure if that's in the right context or not, but okay, cool beans. Players Club. I mean, I love Jason. We've had him on here once. I need to invite him again. I feel bad, Jason. I'm sorry, but I don't know. It's just not great. Speaking of Whitney
He's worse
Houston,
than I am.
Yeah. So there's that, right?
Yeah, there's that. Good job, Jason. Thank you for not letting me be Whitney Houston this year. I appreciate it. I did kind of hand you a Super Bowl on a silver platter a few years ago, so you did owe me one. And I think after this year, we'll call it even.
Logan, did you have anything to add to that? That was great.
I'm just looking at his tight end getting 2 rushes for 3 yards as his whole stat line. That's impressive, honestly. And then
how about he played him instead of Colson Loveland, the guy that scored 17 points the week prior? Interesting.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. Might want to put Stafford in there for Bo Nix, though. Man, Bo Nix
is that a Linkin Park song? Did Logan
wreck.
just bust out Linkin Park in the middle of that?
What do you say?
Probably did without even.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, yeah, nice. That was good. That was good.
That was good.
Nice job. All right, that's why we come, viewers. That's why we come.
One of the biggest artists of my generation,
Yeah,
That's
100%.
right.
Turns out Lincoln Park is an actual place in Chicago, which is where I think the band is from. Who knew?
Don't fact check that.
Learning something every day.
Definitely not. But I think that's true. I'm pretty sure. Tsunami, the guy that I said after week 1 is never going to lose another game, looks like he got his third. Speaking of Whitney Houston conversation, this guy I checked at the beginning of this week was number 4 overall points scored. It turns out that he's, maybe that team that's scoring a ton of points, just not scoring them at the right times to getting the wins and translating on the standings. So, he does get the win, goes to 3-6-1 this week, takes the Slingshots, former not Bushwhackers, down to 3-7. I don't know, man. I think Logan, is he too far out to make a run here? So what? 3-6-1. I don't know. Can he make it or no?
He's got to keep this up. I'm pulling up the schedule right now. Tech lording over there.
Yeah.
The next few weeks are encouraging for him. Week 11 against the Bucknuts.
That's
12.
Logan. You haven't been here long enough. That is not encouraging. Not for him.
Oh yeah.
No.
Wait, there's
fair.
more
I do know there's history here. Apologize for my lack of respect for the league history. Okay, so he's screwed in week 11. He'll be 3-7-1, and he'll probably be out of it. But he does get the Players Club in week 12. So if Lord willing, he survives the Juggernaut in week 11, he might sneak in. It's a good team. It's there's some not so good teams out there, but he's got some work to do for sure.
Yeah, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, as my right hand at work, Katrina would say. Let's see. But his team is good, man. I still stand by my statement. Obviously, Joe Flacco is slinging the rock around right now. So, and he's got Patty Mahomes. I mean, he's got Pops. What are we doing, man? He won a trade with me as well. Jawan Jennings. Can't remember who I got back in exchange for that. So kudos to him. I got Caleb Williams, who I then traded to Drew. So I don't even know so
that's how you compound wins right there.
Yeah, good job on him. I think Drew, it's the game against you. If he wins that game, he's got a shot. He can win out at 7-6-1. If he doesn't, it's over. You pushed back, you clap back, as the kids would say, to Logan about league history. What is the well, not your kids, but like kids like older than you probably would say that. What's the league history that you're talking about there? Overall record.
He cannot beat me. And it's amazing because every year I get very excited when we draft because I know that the schedules are going to come out like the next day, that Monday. And he avoids my division every single year. Again, another reason we got to do away with this platform here. It's just not working out. It auto assigning, or is it auto assigns the draft, right?
It auto assigns the draft, but not the divisions.
Yeah.
The divisions are based on
but the divisions are assigned from the draft order.
Okay. Yeah.
So again, the fix is in. There's collusion here. All right. I'm dissatisfied with everything, and I need to play him more because then, I'd get more wins. He cannot beat me. Now that I brought it up, and now that it's fact, he will stomp a mud hole next week. I guarantee it because. Again, when you make a deal about stuff like this, then it never works out. But
we're stepping on our predictions, but it is a loser leaves town match next week. Whoever loses that game is probably out of the dance. You know what I mean? Drew, you still have hope. All right, you still got a chance. But slingshot, Logan.
We'll see.
Logan, do the slingshots have a snowball's chance in the place down low?
Nope.
Okay. Sweet.
Bucknuts 14-4-1 lifetime against Tsunami.
Man, that's why we bring him. See, Drew, it's worth having him around. You know what I mean? I know what you said about him, but that was a good factoid right there.
Let's not push it, Mike.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, gents. Oh, you know what we forgot? Oh, man, I'm so rusty. We did not do the pick'ems.
Oh, we don't have to talk about this.
Drew, what we got?
Tsunami 9-4, bunch of people 8-5, bunch of people 7-6, some 5-8s, and the slingshots DMP. I think I'm still leading that by 4 or 5, which I needed in a very much badly way to win this. So 5 there on the.
You're leading by 13,
6
to the person that matters.
Yeah.
The Kings.
That's right. Yeah.
Sorry, I stepped on. Go ahead, finish your thing, and then I'll say what I got to say.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah. The replacements. You suck.
I'm beating the slingshots. Thank you.
You are, and the Bandits. Good job.
I'll have you say that when I gave up play calling duties on the NFL picks to my right hand over here, Miss Clara, who does need to go to bed in about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
we were in 11th place at that time. And right now, I don't know, I'm not the best at math, but I think we're in 7th is what it looks like.
Surging.
8th? Hold on.
Surging in the polls.
7. We're in 7th, darling. Surging. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're climbing up the charts. 13 games behind you, Drew. So heads up. I know that you don't like to live life in the rear view. Into the windshield is better, but it might be wise to take a little glance back there and just kind of see what's coming up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still beating you, Clara. Step up your game.
He says he's still beating you. I mean, technically you're not, because since she started picking, she's you can't talk to me while I'm trying to talk at the same time.
He's talking to America.
I'm talking to America. I'm talking to people. You're tied with this person right here, who's in 7th. So that means that you're 7th. I love you. You're precious.
Clara, can you make my picks?
Logan wants to know if you can make his picks as well. But what I'm saying is she's made more picks correctly since she started picking than you have. So I mean, technically, if she were doing this all year, we might be singing a different tune. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You need to work on your personnel, man.
Candy and
There's,
better late than never, Drew. Better late than never. I quit paying attention.
The replacements.
Yeah. Oh, Logan, I'm sorry, man.
I wish I could do anything right in this league, man. I suck.
I know. we bring you on and
cannot win at all.
Man, sorry, brother. So, all right, what do we got? Drew, you're unscathed
so far.
All right, against the Kings and Tsunami.
Yeah, I've had good luck in the polls. Not so much with the fantasy team, but
the things that nobody remembers.
The football has bounced my way, and then there were 3.
Do we have any insight into what the Week 11 pick might be?
I have no insight. I actually had picked the Rams and the Seattle. I had them picked in Week 8 because I was looking at Indy when I picked them. I looked ahead at the games. I said, I have the Rams. I like that. And then I said, I have Seattle available, and I like that pick. So that's as far out as my projections go. So I will be back at the drawing board this week to try to keep the good times rolling. This is lining up to be a little bit of a tougher week, I do believe.
Yeah, I think there's some decent games coming up this week based on my initial glance through.
Tough games, and all the people that have, all the teams that have already been picked will make it difficult because, so I guess.
I'm not going to give away anything, and obviously I'm out, so my opinion means less than 0, but I see a pretty obvious, semi-obvious selection for you next week.
Tell the people.
Never mind. I changed my mind based on what day of the week it's being played. Weird things happen on this night of the week. So
the Patriots.
Yeah.
That's the obvious one.
But it's the Jets.
I know, but they just beat the Browns, man.
That is true.
The Ravens play the Browns. I don't care where they play them or how they play them. We already know the outcome of that one. So I have not. Well, have I taken the Patriots?
I think if Logan suggested them as a pick, he had done the legwork to make sure that you hadn't taken them. That would be my guess. I think I know him that well.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so New England is available. Is New England available for everybody? There we go. Who else did I say? Baltimore. Nope, Tsunami cannot take Baltimore, but the Kings can. So there you go. So Patriots for Tsunami. Good luck with that. Kings has decisions to make, as do I.
All right. We will recap it all here next week. We've wasted enough time, gents. Let's get to what the people are here for. We got to make some predictions for week number 11, unless I've forgotten anything else in my Buffalo Trace malaise. This episode, again, brought to you by our good friends over at Buffalo Trace, who I did not have my father bring me back a bottle when he was down there on the Bourbon Trail for reasons unbeknownst to me. That's my fault, not his. What are we thinking, gents? Renegades at Kings. Let's dive into it, shall we?
We shall.
All right, with the Renegades, week number 11. Ooh, Daniel Indiana Jones, Daniel Dimes Jones on a bye. I think that matters. And that will be the only one that she has on bye. All right, let's build a lineup here.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward, right?
Good start.
Jared Goff is playing
Eagles.
the Eagles. Oh, not great. Don't love that. But that's what is that, Sunday night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Don't love
He
that.
might be in trouble. Yeah.
Is that at Eagles? I've clicked this button 3 times now.
Yep.
At Eagles.
Hey, go to the week 10 at the top right there. Click on that. Can you go to week 11?
It won't let me.
That's unfortunate. Another.
Yeah.
Thanks, RT.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Another reason to fire them. All right.
Mhm.
Anyway, carry on.
We'll we can start negotiations as the season winds down with our friends at RT Sports. Maybe we can help them improve, which will help us improve on the Monday night quarterback. Who knows?
That's right.
Zach Charbonnet, who seems to be the great pickup for the Renegades, is not on a bye, and he will be playing against the LA Rams, which is not a great matchup there.
Not wonderful. Not
Logan,
wonderful.
No, Logan, are we keeping Jalen Warren in the lineup probably?
Yeah, because you'll see who they're playing.
Ooh, the running back kingmaker Cincinnati Bengals at home. All right, I love that for Jalen Warren. That's good, Drew. That's got to be like a point in your old scale, yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. Oh yeah.
And Zach Charbonnet tends to score a touchdown every week as well. Rashad White. We've spoken about Bucky Irving and his lack of desire to play the football, which means that Rashad White does like to play the football a little bit more often, but it doesn't really seem to translate into too many points lately.
Yeah,
Logan,
you notice that he's playing.
Yeah, you got any insight there? Okay, fair enough.
Stinks. I mean, where are we drawing the line on the family show? Never mind.
I think
he's not great at football.
In the second half, you can let the S word fly. I think that's okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
PG-13, 1 F-bomb. We're still good.
That's true. We haven't even used it yet. I don't think we used it last week.
I don't think we got a makeup one. We
Drew,
got a makeup bomb.
That is your, that's your purview. Everybody knows that's your lane. Yeah. Okay.
Drew didn't use it on me earlier either, so it's a bit of a surprise.
He 100% could have. Let's be honest, right?
That was the start of the show. That's before the alcohol kicks in.
Dalton. I think Dalton Kincaid is ouchie. I don't think he gets to play anymore, right? Dalton Kincaid, hamstring week to week. Yeah, not great for him. So he's not going to play. Zach Ertz, I think, will play against Miami. I don't think that matters. Drew, I know how you feel about tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Logan, anybody else on the bench that needs to find their way in the starting lineup? Maybe Zay Flowers?
Yeah, Zay Flowers should be in there. But I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make.
Okay. All right. We've seen that roster. Let's move over to the Renegades opponent, Kirby Kings, who's kind of been on a little bit of a tear lately. Points-wise, anyhow. I'm looking for bye weeks. And guess what? I didn't find any. All right. Let's take a look at the lineup. Josh Allen. Not so scary as of late. Okay. Maybe a little bit. 11, 20, 18, 9 for the last 4 weeks. Going up against Tampa Bay. That should be a good game. I think is that a prime timer? Or it's got to be like a 4 o'clock something, I would think.
1 o'clock.
Oh, man. That's embarrassing.
Wrong on all accounts.
Get together. They should have put that in a prime time, right? It's a good game. No? All right, guess. Appreciate the help there.
Yeah.
Rico Dowdle is doing swell, scoring
He's
points.
Back.
So back. Going up against Atlanta, though, it's a kind of a vaunted defense. Not winning a ton of games, but they seem to be doing well on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know. We got anything on these two, gents?
They really did stop Jonathan Taylor last week. So
ouch.
The Atlanta defense.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah. Yeah, the best running back this decade. Yeah, they
Rico Dowdle has got to be in the top 5 in that discussion, though, based on his season. So
let this be a reminder that you should think before you speak. It's always a good mantra to live by. Good words to live by there. Ashton Genty has been, aside from the 23-point week, as far as he was a round 1 draft pick, was he not?
Yeah, late 1, early 2.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously disappointing, but he's not been awful lately. He does have 75 yards, touchdowns. He's got stuff like that on the resume now. So,
Mhm.
I think blaming Genty for that is incorrect. I think blaming the Raiders for that more correct because the whole team sucks.
Fair. Logan,
Yeah.
there was a point in the season where DeAndre Swift was running away with that job in Chicago, but it seems like he's lost it now to Kyle, cup of some young guy over there who just wants to score a ton of touchdowns. So I don't know. Do we see DeAndre Swift as an asset or no?
Not particularly. It's going to be just too hard to predict week to week, I think.
All right. AJ Brown, not getting it done today.
Liability, drop his ass.
Ooh.
I can't stand him and that entire situation. That entire Eagles offense is nauseating.
Anybody got an update on the actual game that's going on this evening? As I have no idea.
No.
Jake Elliott, 3 points on the board, 3-0.
Ooh, that matters.
Watch out.
That matters for one of our games. We'll come back to it. TJ Hawkinson, same guys.
Sucks.
Kind of irrelevant. Let's take a look at the old bench. Tyler Algier, speaking of Atlanta.
Yeah, he's a touchdown machine, man.
Atlanta and the vaunted defense.
Touchdown machine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the season.
Although it's every other week. So maybe not this week, but then against New Orleans, you got to cram them in there.
Yeah. All right. Travis Hunter, he's on IR. Is that true? That's true, I think.
Yeah.
Tez Johnson, though, coming alive in the absence of Chris Godwin and good old Mikey. I think Mike's done for the season now with the collarbone. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's a bummer. Yeah, a good run, though. Let's be honest. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Good for him.
4 touchdowns in, 4 games for Tez? That's pretty solid.
That's not bad.
How about ballsy pick of the week, Tez Johnson in for A.J. Brown next week?
Oh,
there you go.
All right, you heard it here. I like that. I
don't even know who they're playing. I don't care. I like it.
All right. I mean, guys, we're analyzing this game, but let's be honest. Like, do we need to really? Yeah. Okay. Logan?
Yeah. Count me in.
Okay. I am not going to go in the interest of parity. I am going to go with you because I think that's a smart move. So
this is notice to
one
to Kara there when she wins next week.
Yeah.
You better let us have it.
We know that
have it because we're all picking against you.
Yeah, we know that she watches 100%. 100. All right, moving on, gentlemen. Big Daddy's Bandits going up against the Slingshots. Bandits are on a tear. My lean is for the Bandits. I'm going to tell you guys who the bye weeks are, and then I'm going to let you kind of take it from there for this one. Okay, Chris Olave on a bye doesn't seem to matter because he was on the bench previously. Wow, look at all the Week 10 buys who are coming back.
Yeah,
man, we got
Joe Burrow,
Joey Burrow's coming back. Isaiah Pacheco also coming back. Those are jokes. Marquise Brown. So Hollywood, Jamar Chase, I think those matter. Travis Kelce probably matters. Brandon Aubrey, that matters as well.
Monte Adams, Judkins. Who's New York play? They're playing Thursday
against the Patriots.
That's right. Tell you what, I like the roster there. It's not awful. What do you think,
Logan? Where you at?
Devontae Adams got hurt. I haven't heard how serious it is, but that could definitely knock him down a peg. But he's got Chase coming back. Sounds like Adams is going to be fine. So Chase and Adams together, maybe with Jordan Addison. We'll see what he does. Yeah, other than the quarterback until Burrow gets back, it's a pretty solid team. Getting Aubrey back is going to be big too. Since kickers are people.
Like it or not, them's our facts. Yeah, I do see the Jake Elliott 3 points right there for that made field goal that was referenced previously. All right, gents, moving over to the opponent, not Bushwhackers, Slingshots. We have Blake Groupie out on bye week. Does he have another kicker? Let's find out. Doesn't currently, so he'll be shopping the waiver wire. Michael Pittman, was he hurt? What happened there?
Just had a bad week.
And he didn't play him.
They didn't need him. I don't know if you guys watched I don't know if you watched Jonathan Taylor produce what an entire offense produces.
But I'm talking about
you didn't really have to throw the football to Michael Pittman because Tyler Warren had 99 yards and Jonathan Taylor had the rest of them. So
Tyler Warren, he's a tight end, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. How many touchdowns did he have?
I don't know. We'll have to check on that when we get to that part of the podcast.
I'm sure we'll fact check that. Rhymes with 0. Dobbins staying alive. How about JK, man?
I know we were wrong about that.
I think he hurt his ankle. I saw he got rolled over on.
He did, but he is a tough dude. Let's be honest. I don't know why we pick on the Buckeyes so much.
I wouldn't go with tough dude, but yeah, well, he's still alive. We'll give him that.
He came back into the game. You know, I saw. Did you see the way his ankle bent? I thought that was kind of nasty. And then
normally he'd be out next year too after that. So good for him.
I don't know where he wronged you. Logan, what do you think about this roster? How you feeling?
I think what we got to look out for is the Slingshot starting Blake Groupie again this week on his bye week and then dropping him next week because that's what he did with the Baltimore kicker. It's a weird strategy. I haven't really seen that too often in my days, but seems like he wants to stick with that. So, I can't blame him. It's not going to make much of a difference for his season.
Mm-hmm. So, relevant things that I'm looking at here. We've got Kyron Williams, who, you know, although he's giving up carries to Mr. Corum over there, he does still have reins of that backfield. Got 15 points this week. Nico Collins. That team is so strange, but he did get himself 8 points last week. Mark Andrews is now catching touchdowns again since Lamar is back, so those things matter. Ramondre is a little ways out, so he's not going to be ready quite yet, I don't think, especially on a Thursday night. I don't know. Kenneth Walker, I don't know, guys. Okay, all right, some holes, but some good things. Jalen Hurts, man, probably not the season you expected. Although he has gotten, no, it's not terrible. I don't know. For some reason, I thought he was doing
consistent.
It seems like he's had a rough year. Number 2 QB is kind of crazy.
Dang. Yeah, I didn't realize that. All right. I'd take that back. I'd take that back.
Rough day. Packers are stingy.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
In Green Bay, too. All right, gents. Where are we landing on this one?
That's a really close game. I think that's quad box worthy. I'll kick it off, and I will take Bandits.
All right. Logan.
Yeah, let's go Bandits for me, too.
Guys, we're doing the same thing again. All right.
I was worried about that.
Yeah, we are going to do it again. Bandits are just, they're a decent team. I think they find ways to get wins. Let's see if we can find some parity in this next game instead, gents. How about that?
Transitioning. We know the Not Bushwhackers doesn't watch the MNQB, and we now know that Big Daddy's Bandits does on occasion watch. So, again, we're just playing favorites here.
I know. He chooses to watch with a plethora of options out there on the internet. Good night, Miss Clara. We love you. Even though he said, and I quote, we don't know S word about football. So kudos to him. He must have a lot of free time on his hands.
He watches enough to know that we don't know ball.
Right.
That's right.
Right. All right. Next up.
You don't know ball.
I think we got one of the games of the week, if not the game of the week, at least for now. Replacements going up against
Lance. Just found something out that we didn't previously know, and maybe Logan knew this, but
I knew this.
To bye weeks.
Yep, I knew this.
Is Mike dodging the proverbial bullet here?
I mean, when you've got 8 bullets in the chamber, does it matter at all? But yeah, Mr. Jonathan Taylor is not going to play in this here partido, Spanish for game. He is getting back Dak Prescott and Xavier Worthy. I don't know, Logan, sweating it all without your boy Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, it would be nice to have Jonathan Taylor in the lineup against you. And I've played enough fantasy football to know that next week is probably going to be like a 30-point output for me. So maybe it won't end up mattering, but yeah, it'd be nice to have Taylor in the lineup. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have the league MVP that averages 33 points a week in the lineup.
33 points.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
More than
Yeah.
the bottom third of the teams in the league. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
he
has 5 3-touchdown games this year. Would it be nice to have him? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, no. I don't know where Clara is. No crap.
No crap.
Clara is currently backing up slowly up on the steps. She can't hear you because I have the earbuds in, but she's predicting victory. I'll tell you that much. So she wanted me to let you know. Humility, not the strongest suit for this one quite yet in her early life. Yeah, that's right.
Good for her.
As her dance coach likes to say, we like them confident. And I was like, well, you did a good job with this one. Good night, my love. Love you. Okay, rest of the roster. Drake May. Probably staying in there, right? Who else we got in the backup? Dak Prescott. I don't know.
Matchups matter, but
matchups matter. Las Vegas.
The Raiders.
Raiders.
And they're playing the Jets. Yeah, I'm rolling Drake May.
Yeah, I was told on this program a couple weeks ago when I wasn't on that I had to put Drake May in the lineup and I couldn't take him out. So
you're welcome.
I'm just sticking to that advice.
Yeah, I think Jahmyr Gibbs.
I will say the only thing I'll say is that Thursday night games I maybe research the history over the last like 5-6 weeks. They can tend to be lower scoring, whereas like your Monday games tend to be higher scoring. But
it's not working out so good tonight.
Reason to give him the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think he'll probably want to start Jahmyr Gibbs. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody else on the team that'll want to play in front of him. Drew, I'm not sure what you think about that.
Yeah, that we'll see.
Yeah, Drake London, same. I don't know.
Yeah, he's okay.
Trey McBride,
he's okay.
I mean, yeah, it's just I don't know. All right. I think we got a picture of what that team looks like.
I think we've discussed this one.
So who are we putting in? I guess for Jonathan Taylor. Drew, what are your thoughts? And then Logan, if you want to divulge, if not, I understand.
Oof. That sucks. McMillan, maybe.
Yeah,
McMillan. I don't know who Denver's playing. Who's Denver playing?
So McMillan against Atlanta. Atlanta's tough defense there.
RJ Harvey. Who's Denver play?
Kansas City.
KC.
An actual tough defense.
Yeah, RJ Harvey is mostly receiving. I think that's how he's getting most of his touchdowns. So maybe Harvey. I would research where Kansas City is on receiving running backs. Have they given up some points to receiving running backs? If so, then I would probably say Harvey just based on point totals. That game could be a larger scoring game, which means that Dobbins could come out a little bit, especially if KC can jump on him early and go up 14 or so. Then they're going to throw the football a little more. I think that's more opportunity for Harvey. That's the best I can give you. That's all I got.
I like it. I tell you what, in unrelated news, guys, I'm watching the Jaguars playing against the Houston Texans right now. Fourth quarter, 9 minutes, 27 seconds left to go. And it's turning into a little bit of a ball game. I'll keep you guys updated as this thing progresses. Okay.
Thanks, Mike. That's dynamite drop.
TV.
Yeah. Current Jaguars are currently up 29-18. So it should be a good one. We'll see how it ends.
Yeah. That'd be crazy if there was like a fumble at the end of the game and the Texans put it away with that.
I mean, that's why they play the games, man. You never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys
Never
updated.
know.
Yeah. All right. Looking over here, we've got Tyler Warren and Michael Badgley, who I was going to drop anyhow on bye weeks. And coming back.
How many points did Tyler Warren have last week? It's so small. Can't.
We should check that. 99 receiving yards. They were trying to hold him down.
4.
I think he had 10 targets for the tight end. Not terrible.
Look at the consistency.
4.
Go back to his player page. Look at the consistency. Every single week he scored single-digit points. You cannot coach that type of consistency.
Oh, I got 2 of you. All right, great. Love that. And you don't even have to hear music from him next week, so you can say whatever you need to. You know what I mean? Who's the backup? Watch out for this guy, Logan. Watch out for this guy.
I see him in my nightmares every week.
Oh, I
Oh,
tried
I-
that experiment last
I
year.
hate that guy.
Crashed and burned
Yeah.
AMF.
I want to see. I'm going to check and see, Goose, what's going on with the waiver wire.
You got Rasheed Rice coming back though.
Yeah, Rasheed Rice is.
You got
he
Tony
gets the-
Pollard. Man, what a steal! Trade
Both of
for
them
him.
get to come back into the lineup.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So they'll be joining Mr. Lamar Jackson, Christian McCaffrey, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. And yeah, I don't know. You guys go ahead, dabble, build it, whatever you think.
Who knew Stevenson's still out? Who they're playing the Jets? We already know this. Everybody has their token Patriot
Mhm.
on the roster. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
I think it's a good Tony Pollard week for Jamison Williams.
yeah.
I think I almost have to play Jameson Williams against you. I feel like I have to, but I don't know. They're outside at Philadelphia, so maybe I won't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like playing guys on Thursdays, but maybe Travion. I mean, Rasheed Rice definitely needs to find his way back into the lineup, so we'll see what goes on there. I don't know. Yeah, there's some questions left to be decided here.
Just have so many good players.
It's yeah, I don't know. I'm just
Mike-
looking up at you, trying to be like you,
Mike, who you got? Who you got in this one?
Who do I have in this one? I have to go first.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sure do.
I'll tell you what.
Tell me what.
Man, I don't know. This is gonna be. I mean, we got whoever
Predicting
wins this
high
game.
plus 270.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Can we do that? No, because I mean, like, what are the odds? It's got to be like a plus 400. You got to win. I feel like whoever wins this game is going to have to score 60 plus. Man, I
Well,
don't know.
Jonathan Taylor's on bye, so if you subtract 30
Jameer Gibbs.
from 105, yeah, you have to score more than that.
I'm picking myself, guys, and I don't know. I'm like 40% confident with that.
I'm picking the Sharks. Yeah,
No.
no need to, hit you guys with the I'll tell you what. No, give me the Sharks. Sharks are going to do it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I think the Sharks will do it. But what I like there is I go with Logan on that with the humility coming off the big week. You bet against yourself. I find it almost a sin to bet on myself to win, which that doesn't work out for me either because I bet against myself all the time and I don't win. Maybe I should change it up, but I got to go with the replacements here, knowing full well the Sharks are going to win this game. But let's pull the the old DraftKings strategy out of the hat where you go contrarian, right? And what you do, everybody's playing the Sharks here, so you flip over to, Joe Flacco because you got to be contrarian. He's low ownership, so we're doing that right there.
I
I like
that.
it, Drew. I like it.
Like it.
Good,
like it as
good
well.
game theory.
100%. Recent update: Houston Texans have scored another touchdown. Score is now 29.
Man, they're going to win that game, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That'd be unprecedented. 7 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in the match. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Second half of the matches, we got Regulators against the Coyotes. This is a good game as well, gents.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Regulators. Yeah.
Alec Pierce on bye. I feel like, man, I don't know. I honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't really know that he played football that much until I just kind of read the name there.
Yeah, he's been doing good.
Yeah, I see that. Josh Downs also on bye. I really like him. What happened to him and Pittman? Didn't score any points.
They didn't need him.
Bizarre.
Jonathan, I don't know if you've heard of this guy named
on the
Jonathan Taylor. Maybe you've heard of him.
See previous argument. I got it. All right, so Kareem Hunt coming back. We've got George Pickens coming back, and then leaving is Alec Pierce and Josh Downs. All right, cool. And they were over in, where were they? Germany. So probably smart to have a bye week after this one. All right, Trevor Lawrence is the quarterback, unless we're going Brock Purdy. Do we have any insight on is Brock Purdy coming back next week, guys? Wait and see mode.
I I
I
don't
heard
know
that
how he's not, but I thought he was going to be out like 2 or 3 weeks, and that was
I
like
heard that
6 weeks ago. So I
well,
don't know.
I heard that this toe is going to bother him the rest of the season, no matter what happens.
And cut it off.
Remediation wise, you could cut it. I mean, definitely an option, 100%. I think they were winning games with Mac Jones, and they just wanted to kind of ride it out and see how well it went. And it went really well until this week when it didn't go very well at all. So who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
it'll
not
be
been
coming
as good as fun a ride lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been told to call this man Bijan Robinson, who's like, I don't know, man. It's kind of a tough one. I've got him in a different league, and he's got his 20, he's got his 10, his 14, his 12, but he's also got his 1, his 3 4s and an 8. So I don't know. He's been
I
kind of
remember when he scored 20.
Was that against you?
Yeah, we were live on the air on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's right, man. On the YouTube, on the little guy.
We were talking to America.
That was a tough one for you, but it turns out it didn't matter. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, kid. The Centurion's gonna make it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We came back stronger.
You did. You did. Maybe you needed that. That's what you needed to push the team to new heights. Not quite record-breaking heights, but new heights for sure.
The slight irony of that is Jonathan Taylor was playing Bijan Grey Poupon Robinson this week.
Yeah, and they were talking about
and kind of showed the kid how it's done. Like they kept talking. If you're Robinson sitting on the other side watching Jonathan Taylor do this, you got to get motivated. Apparently, he didn't get motivated because they went down the field and Tyler Algier scored a touchdown.
Right.
So I don't understand the whole Tyler Algier thing when you have Bijan Grey Poupon Robinson.
Bijan.
He doesn't just give
the
the mustard and let him rip, dude. I don't get this whole Algier thing. The Falcons are notorious for this crap, and I don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. Got nothing for you on that front. So we're looking at probably Trevor Lawrence, unless we hit the waiver wire, which is not likely. And then Bijan. Also, Puka Nacua is not leaving the lineup. But we got to replace some things there. Yeah. Kareem Hunt's coming back, I would imagine, as a touchdown scorer in that offense. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Playing Denver's tough, but we'll see.
Yeah, but they still tend to score touchdowns. Aaron Jones,
Pickens.
Logan. Pickens, yeah. Aaron Jones has kind of had a little resurgence over the last 2 weeks, 78 yards, no touchdowns, and then the 47 with the 1 touchdown. That's not nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Kareem Hunt with the touchdowns, it's tough to ignore that. I think Aaron Jones is like 100 times better than Kareem Hunt in real life, but for this league, I'd probably lean towards Hunt. Aaron Jones does more of the receiving stuff, not scoring as much. And I think Pickens has to be back in there, but
okay. Yeah, I think we got an idea where this one is going for the regulators. Let's hop
Metcalf's
on over.
been terrible lately. That's my last note on that team.
Is he on this team? He is.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, 1 point. All right. I want to check back into where we're at with this week's matches because there are a couple that weren't decided when we went through it. But we'll wait here just a few. Going over to the Coyotes, who are now 8-2 on the season. Bye weeks, are they relevant? Alvin Kamara is out,
So no.
and then he's getting 4 guys back. Javonte Williams, which will matter. T. Higgins, also going to matter. Jake Ferguson, cheese and rice matters. Evan McPherson, probably going to matter. I don't know, unless it's one of those guys.
And he won this week.
Dang. My goodness. An embarrassment of riches. So Justin Herbert, yeah, you're probably keeping that guy in the lineup. I would imagine you're going to keep Derrick Henry in there, even though he's not scoring a ton of points this week, last 2 weeks. Going up against Cleveland, Drew.
Yeah.
What's boots on the ground?
All the magic surrounding the Coyotes right now, I got to take them. The team is good. He's got talent. Yeah, no, the team's good. He's got talent. How do you pick against him right now?
Yeah, Amon-Ra with the sun god over there doing things, and then he's getting all those guys back. I don't know, Logan, you need to see any more with this? I know he's kind of off screen, but
nope, I'm good.
All right. Drew has selected the Coyotes.
Yeah, I got the Coyotes. I think that it's a pretty solid team on the other side there. But I gotta go Coyotes on that.
This is embarrassing. There's no parity. I'm not offering any counterpoints. I mean, how do you pick against an 8-2 team who is destined to win it all? You know what I mean? He's going to come up against, like, I don't know, maybe JT doesn't get out of the barn one week or so. I mean, something's going to happen. And the Coyotes they're going to get their first Super Bowl in the history of the league. I got to pick them too. Logan?
If I don't win it, I think it'd be cool for the Coyotes to win it. That would be the team I would root for. This week, I'm going with the Regulators.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good contrarian pick. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Regulators do have a shot, but the Coyotes they can't seem to find ways to lose right now. So, yeah,
8-2. We'll see if we make it 9-2 or 8-3. Drew,
we already know how this is going.
Oh man, do we even need to look at the
roster? You already know who I'm taking. You know I don't bet on myself.
Do we even need to look at the roster?
I'm riding that big ass wave, baby.
You're picking Tsunami?
Oh yeah, I'm picking Tsunami.
Oh my goodness, it's embarrassing.
Crush my ass. I can feel it.
All right, Caleb Williams, the once Tsunami, once Landshark, now Bucknut. Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt over there, Devontae Smith, Skinny Batman. If he stays in the lineup, maybe he'll score some points. He does have 2 catches for 17 yards. That matters. 4 targets. It's hard. It's hard. Logan, I don't know. You got anything for this?
Be dropping him after this, but I can't afford it because I need people that are actually playing to be in the lineup, because otherwise that's just poor sportsmanship.
Logan, I think the argument for Drew is, all right, you got Caleb Williams, and eventually CeeDee Lamb is going to catch a couple of touchdown passes, right?
You would think, yeah. CeeDee Lamb, I mean, how do we feel about Dyke?
I don't know anything about Dyke.
I like him, but yeah, that guy.
Tough crowd.
Shamire Dyke.
We don't discriminate against Dykes here, Logan.
Why not?
We're late enough in the program. This is acceptable conversation.
If you don't have Dykes in your lineup, what do you? Get him in there.
At this point, you try something different, Drew. You kind of switch teams, and go with the Dyke. Is Trey Benson coming back?
Probably not.
All right. Well, it's fun while it lasted.
Trey Benson has missed the last one.
He was supposed to come back after the bye or some crap. I don't know.
He's one of, if not the best, IR stash for 2025 rest of season rankings. So Drew's really playing checkers or playing chess, and we're all playing checkers here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
He's a wicked
smart.
know,
man. I think we go with the Dyke and move
with
on.
The quarterback change, if he could come back, you feel better about him, maybe?
I actually stashed him on another one of my teams. I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
All their other running backs they try.
Is supposed to be after the Week 12 bye, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I probably could have dropped him, but I held on to him for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then they said, "Oh, it's going to be longer than we anticipated." Well, he told me that 3 weeks ago. I would have dropped him, but at this point, reason to drop him.
I have a little insider information on Hampton. Somebody, unnamed manager, was trying to trade for him a couple weeks ago, involving the quarterback. It was just throwing a random name out there, Dak Prescott, I think, maybe for Hampton. And I was told, Jaden Daniels will be my guy the rest of the year. I need a 1-week stopgap. Can't trade Hampton. Now the guy's talking about dropping him.
Allegedly, Logan. Allegedly.
None of this can be confirmed.
Okay.
There was no trade offer sent on the app. So
way to take that out of context. As of 2 weeks ago, I was not planning on dropping Hampton. I'm riding this big ass wave. Oh no, thank you. I'm riding the Omari Hampton wave at this point because if I would have known right after injury, like, hey, this dude's going to be down for like way too long. Normally you need 4 to 6 weeks for a high ankle sprain, but this Dyke needs, the rest of the year. If I'd have known that, then I would have dropped him and problem solved. But here we are. So,
well said.
Yeah, I think we spent a lot of time on the 4-4-1 squad here. Going over the tsunami. You know, he's got some players. Saquon Barkley has got 2 this week. All right, man, it's just blowing the doors off. My God, what is the score of that game, guys? Help me out here.
3-0.
Still?
12 minutes in the fourth quarter left.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, 24-20. Take the over. Crash the over right now.
I'm more interested in the Jacksonville-Houston game, honestly, at this point.
You know what I mean? It's a better game.
Well, we did just have a run to the left pylon from the quarterback, got flushed out of the pocket, did make it upon review, scored the touchdown, went up 30-29, fumbled the snap on the ensuing 2-point conversion. Yeah, that was a good snap, just dropped it, fell right on it. He's like, you know what, we're ahead 1 point, let's just take it from here, no big deal. About 29 seconds left in this here game. I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, so far so good.
So there, if you guys can allegedly see that, 11.5.
Live over under.
Yeah, minus 120. The under is minus 110. So people are favoring the over here. Oh, it just went to 10.5. Something happened. Oh, 10.5 plus 100. Give me 10 on that. Oh,
allegedly, Drew. Allegedly
give it to me. Those mother shit's happening in real time. It went to 13.5.
Oh my goodness.
What just happened? It minus
I don't know.
125.
I can't see that game.
I had the plus 100 odds.
Oh my goodness.
Saquon has had like a 50-yard catch too. You should. I wish they would have honored your bet.
They should have. I clicked it, and then they changed the odds right as I was clicking it, and then they said, "Nah, we ain't giving away money."
So back to our prediction here, guys. Both Joe Flacco and Patrick Mahomes are going to be back next week, so he'll be able to put both those guys in the lineup, which will be good for him. And then Taysom Hill is going to be out on bye. So, you know, you've got Devon Achane, you've got Saquon Barkley, Kamani Vidal, Emeka Ibuka. This guy's got a good squad. Brock Bowers. Man, Drew, you're up the hill, up the creek without a paddle on this one. But you know what? History is what history is. I am taking the Bucknuts in this match.
Oh, I don't like your sorely misplaced trust there. You know who I got. Put it up there. Tsunami. Go get him.
All right.
Logan. Like he's gonna well, he can't break the curse this year, but he's gonna minimize the effects of it.
I'm going with the wave. Also, I should let you know that Devontae Smith, 36-yard touchdown.
No way.
Ooh.
Points on the board. That could have been basically Drew's over.
I'm down 1.
Ooh.
And since they're up 10 in the fourth quarter, that means he won't get 7 more yards, which would be a tie, so I don't even want that. So hopefully he doesn't get 7 more yards.
How about 27 more yards?
I'll take 27 more yards or another touchdown. I will not take 7 to, what's the math on that? 26 more yards? Yeah.
This would change a couple of things here, guys. All right, let's run through real quick here. I know we did this once already, but I'm just going to briefly breeze through these. The Bandits are leading the Titans 42-37.
Yeah.
Josh
Jacobs got that 4.
Just like you said, Logan.
60.
I feel like
Jordan Love's gonna throw a touchdown here.
Yeah, but he's got wiggle room.
Bang the over, man. We should have banged that over.
This one's tied.
24-20.
Regulators Kings is tied. AJ
Drew did call Dallas. A tie.
Yeah, Dallas Goddard up there, 43 points. My goodness, guys, things are happening. Is this game moving fast or are we moving slow? What's happening?
Both.
And then Drew. Yeah, okay. You're down 1. I mean, all right, good things are happening. Gents, let's get to this last game here, shall we? Okay.
We shall.
Players Club, Golden Titans. I'm picking the Titans, but let's see what's relevant here.
You're going to dog the Players Club just like that because they can't win football games? Yeah, I'll take Titans too.
Yeah. Do we need to see this at all?
Make it 3 Titans.
All right. Justin Jefferson. I'm taking, let's see. Just checking bye weeks. Let me check bye weeks here.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing at all to report.
All right. Transitioning tech lording, as one might say, over to the old picks. Let them be recorded in YouTube infamy. That's 3. Count them. 1, 2, and 3 on the Titans. All right, gents. Parity exists in only 3 contests. So the replacements against the Sharks, we've got the Regulators against the Coyotes, and then the Nuts against Tsunami. All right, guys. I can't wait to see how this one plays out as we get going. Any more updates? Any more things to share? Things that you wanted to get off your chest? You know, we had a week off. Where are we at, guys? Are we good to go?
Sounds like we're good to go.
Love to see it. Okay. Well, as we hang up and sign off here, I'm going to be losing my ability to get updates on this game. So if you guys want to keep me abreast of the situation, that would be amazing. Drew, you've got something to plug?
Yeah, you go.
All right.
So those teams that blow. Yeah, let me get the camera there. Yep. All right.
Logan, what's Rip doing over there, man?
He's just chilling next to me, man. He was in the bedroom with mom, and yeah, now he's out here. He must have heard me shouting out the sponsor. So shout out Ripstop. Shout out Ripstop.
Mm-hmm. Guys, you know I had trouble opening that bottle earlier, just a minute ago, and oh my goodness, what happened to the rest of it? It's all gone. No, don't worry, Mom. I know you watch. I opened a new bottle. Okay, I just finished off this one, and then I had that one.
Come on now.
Pretty slick.
Thanks, guys. But it's good to be back on the team as we enter this fall season. You know, guys, this is what we're made for, gentlemen. You know, we got Thanksgiving just about 2 weeks away. You know, Christmas and the season is coming up here. The weather has gotten cold. Drew, welcome back to the Midwest. It's a great time to be alive. Logan, you got a new one on the way. Drew, we got 8 to take care of between us. I don't know, guys. What could get better? Who's got it better than us, as Jimbo would say?
No one.
Everybody's favorite. All right. Hey, this has been what week is this? 10? This is week 10, guys. All right, last live update. 29-30, still the score. 13 seconds left to go. Houston's still ahead by 1. I'll text you guys and let you know how it finishes up. This is the Monday Night Quarterback viewers. We are signing off for the Week 10 recap edition. We appreciate you lasting this long. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for being here with us as always. We'll see you next week when we recap Week 11 and see what went right, what went wrong, and everything in between. Till then, we're out.